Okay. Now we know that Attila, the pet dog, was just a 2 month old puppy, and the children were waiting for him to show some characteristics which would suit his name. Now, and the name given to him was of none other but a brave warrior, Attila, who belonged to the European to the Hun dynasty. Okay. Now, but this was a vain promise. Now, vain means what? False promise. Vain means failed. It was failure. It was failed promise because their promise was not successful. Okay, in vain or was a vain means what? Not successful promise. He stood up to 20 inches high. So, this is a description of the dog. He stood up to 20 inches high, had a large frame, and a forbidding appearance on the whole. He had a forbidding appearance on the whole, but that was all. A variety of people entered the gates of the house every day. Okay, but that was all. That is all. Means what? He wants to say that these are the only qualities that he had, because a variety of people came to the house every day, entered the gates, or and came to the house every day. There were beggars or mendicants, bill collectors, people who came to collect the bill, like for we also get, like cable person comes to collect the bill, or the gas and etc. There was postmen, tradesmen or businessmen or marketing people wanting to selling their wares, and family friends. All of them were warmly received by Attila. Instead of being alert, instead of warning the household members about the coming guests, he would in fact warmly receive them. That means he was so friendly with them. The moment the gate was clicked, he became, that is the opening of the gate. When he understood that the gate is being opened, he would become alert, he would become attentive, and stood up looking. Stood up looking means he would get up and start looking towards the gate. By the time anyone entered the gate, Attila would blindly charge. Blindly means without seeing where he is doing. Charge forward, that means run forward. Yes, went blindly charging forward means without thinking he would just run forward. But that was all. Yes, he would not bark, he would not cause any danger to them, but it was all, that is all. He would just run to them and all the person had to do was stop and smile at him. The person, if he just showed him a little bit of friendliness, that is, just stopped and smiled, Attila would melt. Now, this melt is not related to the chemistry or the physics, that is, change of matter. Attila would melt means what? Attila would immediately stop being angry or stop charging at him. He would also become very friendly to that person. Instead of attacking or instead of warning or growling, barking at him, he would also be very coy or very shy. He would immediately become very friendly. He would behave as he was apologizing for giving an impression of violence. He would behave, he would just give up, he would just stand over there as if he's apologizing, saying sorry for giving the impression of violence because he was charging ahead. He would lower his head, curve his body, tuck his tail between his legs, tuck his tail, to put his tail between his legs, roll his eyes and moan. Instead of barking, he would give a small moan. Moan is a small, hardly hearable, you cannot even hear it, such a groan, such a small cry from his mouth, as if to say that it is sad, how sad that you should have mistaken my gesture. It is it was, he felt sad that the person, the visitor, had mistaken in, he had misunderstood his gesture, his way of coming towards him. I only hurried down to greet you. He seems to say, Attila seems to say that he hurried down to greet the visitor till he was patted on the head, stroked, and told that he was forgiven. Now, if the visitor patted his head, stroked, and told him that yes, if he was forgiven, he would be in extreme misery. Extreme misery means what? He would be in complete sadness. Okay, he would have the look of complete sadness, misery, sadness. Gradually, slowly, he realized that his bouncing advances caused much unhappy misunderstandings. Slowly, he understood that when he bounced means he ran, jumped and ran, advances forward. Okay, he used to run forward. So when he felt that his bouncing advances caused unhappiness and misunderstandings, so when he heard the gate click, he hardly stirred. Hardly is again to be considered a negative, gives a negative meaning. Hardly means not at all. Okay, not at all. Stirred, stirred, moved, 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 moved. He merely just looked in that direction and wagged his tail, moved his tail, shake his tail. People at home did not like this attitude very much. Naturally, the people or the members of the house did not like his attitude because he was welcoming the visitors. His behavior, they felt his behavior was not good. They thought it was a shame. It was shameful to have a dog who would be friendly with all the strangers and the visitors of the house. So somebody from the house suggested that why not change his name to Blind Worm. Yes, he was so shy and so friendly with everyone. He did not justify the name given to him. Therefore, somebody suggested that why not change his name to Blind Worm. He eats like an elephant, but mother of the family says he eats like an elephant. That means he eats lot of things. You can employ 2 watchmen for the price of the rice and meat he consumes. Yes, the mother says instead we could have 2 watchmen for the rice and meat he consumes. He eats. Somebody comes every morning and steals the flowers of the garden. Attila does not do anything about it. Every morning she finds that somebody has stolen the flowers from the garden and Attila hardly barks. He has better business to do than catch flower thieves, replied the youngest family member, all who always defended the dog, who always spoke in the support of the dog. He has better business, as if he has more other things, important things to do rather than catch the flower thief. What is better business? Mom asks him. Mom retorts, or Mom wants to know what was that good business. Well, if somebody comes in at dawn and takes away the flowers, do you expect Attila to be looking out for him even at that hour? Now, the younger one says that if he comes so early in the morning to take away the flowers, how will Attila be keeping watch for him? Do you think that Attila should remain awake the whole time? Why not? Why not? It's what a well-fed dog ought to do, should be doing. Instead of sleeping, you ought to be ashamed of your dog. Okay? He does not sleep all night, mother. I have often seen him going around the house and watching all night. What? He prowls all night? Prowls means moves around quietly. Of course, says the youngest child. So in this way, the youngest child is trying to defend the dog in front of his mother. Now, mother continues. She says that I am alarmed. I am quite alarmed. Means I am afraid to hear it. Please lock him up in a room at night. Otherwise, he may call in a burglar, and show him around. He may call him a robber. He may call in means he may be an invitation. He might invite a burglar and show him around the house. Left alone, a burglar might, after all, be less. He says that after all, the burglar will be less successful. Alone, a burglar may not be so, not be able to rob everything, but this fellow is so friendly that he will immediately show everything to the robber. It wouldn't be so bad if he at least barked. At least he can bark. It wouldn't be so bad. Means it would be good if he barked. At least barked. He is the most noiseless dog I have ever seen in my life. Now, this is what the mother describes about Attila. The young fellow of the house, was irritated and extremely irritated. He considered it to be the most uncharitable cynicism, but the dog justified it that very night. Now, he felt that it was uncharitable, like mother was being ungrateful to the dog, and cynicism is criticism of the dog. Okay. Now, but the dog justified it that very night. But mother was right, was confirmed by the dog himself that very night. Ranga lived in a hut 3 miles from the town. He was a gang coolie often employed in road mending. He was a gang coolie or the person who does laboring job. Occasionally at night he enjoyed the thrill and profit of breaking into houses. Occasionally he would indulge. Enjoy the thrill means he would love to experience the adventure and the profit and the benefit of breaking into houses, of entering the houses at night and stealing whatever he can. At 1 o'clock that night, he removed the bars of the window on the eastern side of the house. Now, this house is the house of Attila, the children, and slipped in. Slipped in means entered inside very quietly. He edged along. He moved, just holding the wall, taking hold of the wall. He moved along the wall, searched for all the trunks and almirah in the house. Now, almirahs are the cupboards, and trunks are the huge uh, trunks or the chest or the large boxes made of metal to store valuable things and clothes in the olden times. And he made a neat bundle of all the jewelry and other valuables he could pick up. He was starting to go out. He was just supposed to go out. He put one foot on the gap he made in the window when he saw Attila standing below. He wanted to, naturally, he's a burglar, so he will move away from the window instead of the door. So he saw that Attila was standing below, looking up expectantly. Expectantly means expecting Ranga to come down. Ranga thought his end had come. He thought that the dog was going to alert the owners of the house. He expected that his end was near. He is going to be caught. But he expected the dog to bark, but not Attila. But Attila never barks. He waited for a moment, grew tired of waiting, stood up and put his forepaws on the lap of the burglar. Instead, he waited, and he was so tired, he himself put his forepaws. Forepaws are front paws. Paws are the legs, just like we have fingers, the end part of the leg of the animal is called as paw. On the lap of the burglar, on the leg of the burglar, and put back his ears, licked his hands, rolled his eyes. Ranga whispered, "I hope you're not going to bark," as if trying to say that no, I'm not that type of dog. He says, "Don't worry, I'm not that sort." "Just a moment, let me get down from here," says the burglar. He obligingly took away his paws and lowered himself. He obligingly, as if obediently. "See there." He pointed to the backyard. "There is a cat." He put up his ears to the mention of the cat and ran away in the direction indicated. So the burglar himself tricked him into believing that there was a cat outside that side. One might have easily thought he was going to tear up a cat, but actually he did not want to miss the pleasure of the company of a cat if there was one. Usually dogs chase the cats. Okay, tear up the cat means they just chase and kill the cat. But here he just wanted to enjoy the company of the cat. As soon as the dog left him, Ranga made a dash for the gate. That means he ran away from the gate. Given a second more, he would have hopped over it, but the dog turned and saw that what was about to happen, and in one spring was at the gate. In one jump, he came to the gate. He looked hurt. He looked sad. "Is this proper?" he seemed to ask. "Do you want to shake me off? Do you want to get rid of me?" He hung his heavy tail down so loosely and looked so miserable that the burglar stroked his head, at which he revived. He felt better. He opened the gate and went out. The dog followed him. His greatest ambition in life was to wander in the streets freely. Now things seem to be shaping up ideally. So this was his greatest ambition, that is to life, and that is to wander in the streets. And this is what was going to take shape up. Shape up means this was going to take happen. Shape up, happen ideally. Ideally means very well. So here we see how Ranga, the popular burglar, or the robber of the village, or of that particular area, was supported or was actually helped by Attila instead of alerting his owners and masters. Okay, and in this way, Ranga was able to rob valuables, jewelry from the house.